loss in Swiss. That was just a fluke. That was Friday. This is Championship Sunday. This is where they rule. Snowmen do not care about your history, folks. Get up and get loud.
Let's go, Snowmen.
Versus GenG.
Spring is in the air, but there's a cold front moving through. The Snowmen trying to spring. I guess it would be an upset. I mean, this is the #2 seed from the Swiss, so we don't know exactly how good they are. This is their litmus test. Can they run it back and take down GenG again when it matters most?
Listen, they've done it once. They absolutely could do it again. GenG's been a little bit shaky throughout this weekend, which kind of feels weird to say, but there's a team to bounce back. It would be the likes of apparently Jack, Chronic, and First Killer looking to get revenge in this rematch here today.
Oh, Reveal will have a shot here.
Nice.
Open on the left side. Reveal opens the scoring off this setup from Frosty.
That's a good start for Snowmen.
Snowmen who strike first.
That is so invasive of Frosty to just continue to push forward one touch after the other and then allow his teammate to get the finish off that one. But off the kickoff is First Killer. If you're going to score, listen, you got to be absolutely prepared for the kickoff responses that are going to come right after.
It's a kickoff that just dies at the middle. I think it was Reveal who went
damn
over to the corner. He turned upfield instead of back. And shocker, he couldn't get back to the net.
It's whatever.
He's going to have that video up on YouTube for eternity. And everybody's going to continue to make the same mistake. Reveal picked his spot. And he almost scored. Jack and First Killer had to scramble over there. So now Frosty, with a whole lot to work with, trying to buy his teammates time to get in position. Scribbles is there waiting. And he got a piece of this as well. The demo on apparently Jack puts GenG in a bit of disarray. But Jack into the play and clears that one back out.
The one thing I've noticed, which has been fairly interesting, is how low boost GenG has been sitting on for a bit. And I think, again, it's a testament to the Snowmen knowing there's very few ways to get around GenG. And
Frosty.
them and them out
That was close. That was a good look.
Bet that you can make on yourselves, and that's exactly what they're doing. Here comes another bump. Scribbles on a First Killer. Shot from Frosty comes in, but Jack's got the save.
They are not messing around at all. Working great as a team, trying to pin down GenG, but GGM1 has escaped the zone for a moment. Now they're right back on defense. Jack just around Reveal. Dumped right back in, though, around the boards, and Chronic and First Killer will have to figure out who takes charge. It was Chronic. First Killer remains on the back wall, but that's cleared away. GenG out of harm's way yet again, and threatening to score here, Chronic. No boost. Reveal came over. First Killer tried to fake him out, but Frosty takes charge, and Snowmen fend off GenG. Can they turn it into offense? No. First Killer in the way. Scribbles to the backboard. Needs to drop it down and
that was close.
And
big shot and save.
That could have been a really good pass.
That one, and the one that makes me a little nervous is how low on boost Jack was. Again, I just keeping my eye on that. How low and maintaining the Snowmen have been able to keep GenG at bay off this one. Here's another huge demo. Great. Try to attempt to shoot up, but transition comes out from GenG. It's back. Jack's gonna take a shot. This one doesn't find its way in. It's a slow connection off it. And again, quick transitions from Snowmen are what have been allowing them to keep this pressure up so consistently.
Snowmen have done a good job keeping GenG guessing who's actually going to take the shot. Again, working great as a team. They're going to need to be great. Frosty, back wall, Scribbles.
Another one.
Chronic couldn't stop it.
Good job, Scribbles. Good pass, Frosty.
Again, it's Frosty setting up his teammates, and Scribbles just there patiently waiting, ready to go.
This is a good start for Snowmen.
Cover the net this time on the kickoff. Let's see what happens. This time it does go deep into GenG territory. Chronic will start it off. Frosty's there with a full tank. So too is Reveal. He comes across and saves it off the post. And now what Scribbles in transition. Oh, the 2v1. Apparently Jack had it read. Well done by Jack, keeping GenG only down one. Frosty's going to come on to this one, but Chronic with a touch to disrupt his effort. And Scribbles will just power this away. Take it himself. Frosty waiting underneath. And Snowmen have their attack stall out there.
You got a minute and 35-ish to go, but Jack said, no, we're gonna tie it up right here. He had quite a bit of space to work with. Again, the pinch and the air dribble over. Frosty tried to get it read, but even a touch off that one is not enough to stop Jack's efforts to push that ball through.
I think Frosty
Oh, boy.
might have kind of been thrown off by Reveal, giving him the ball there, and just didn't really have a plan for getting that ball away from Jack, so he just slips it right in. We're all tied up again. Twice Snowmen have led in this game. It has been short-lived. Reveal gonna take it himself. Chronic stuffs him. Frosty coming up and clipped a bit of that ball from First Killer. And that just goes right to the skies. Reveal has
Ooh, hello. Good placement by Reveal. That was just perfect for him.
Catch up, and Reveal gives Snowmen the lead again.
And Reveal also, he saw that Jack was going to try and attempt the squishy save on it and knew that there was pretty much two places that ball could have gone. Perfect upper 90 in the left or bottom 90 in the left as well. And dude had the perfect slot on that one. 1-goal lead again, but this is what we've seen time and time again. How quickly does GenG respond to it off this one? You got a minute left to go here in game number 1. You've got a lead. Can you hold on?
And hold on now for less than a minute. Chronic blocked by Reveal.
It's in!
And the lead is 2.
Let's go!
Huge shot off this one, and I loved that he went up to do the challenge off of it, goes and finds his way through. 2-goal lead is massive off this one.
Hell yeah.
Again, but I will say, GenG kind of thrive in pressure sometimes. 47 seconds is more than enough. Off the kickoff is Jack up into the air. Gonna take his time, reset over 1, tries to take a shot, Scribbles with a save.
Good save from Scribbles.
There's got to be battle stations now for GenG. First Killer needed the flip reset.
Nice.
Couldn't get a shot
Good
away.
dunk from Scribbles on the
Now
defense.
Frosty takes over. Good comms from
Frosty.
Snowman. Scribbles
Oh.
is there on the doorstep.
If Scribbles had a little bit of boost, that could have been in. It would have been close, but this Chronic was ready for it, but...
First Killer, one more needed. Reveal just pops it away, and GenG very quickly running out of time here. Down to 10 seconds. Frosty from the lane. No. Chronic pops it away.
That would have been
GenG says,
nasty.
"Not gonna have enough time. This has to go into the net." It will not, and the Snowmen make a statement in game 1. They get tied up twice, but then finally Reveal scores, and they don't look back from there. A hat trick from the MVP.
Good game.
Snowmen take game 1.
There's a
What a
reason
game.
it's in MVP contention,
Okay.
and it's
I
for
A lot of times,
I wonder if there's a
only
chance
one
if
guy
apparently
on the
Jack
net
will go
had a
back to
chance
Europe.
stop the 2-man attack from Snowmen. So, hey, they did a good job getting a
Doubt
numbers
it,
advantage
but
in the offensive end.
you never
Keep
know,
GenG
right?
Guessing, will that continue into game 2? We know
That's if, of
Chrome,
course, if
very capable coach.
he
A lot of
loses
adjustments
bad enough.
on the way as we go to Forbidden Temple.
Frosty.
You gotta look at Frosty right
Holy
now. Dude is bobbing
crap.
all throughout the GenG defense.
What was that?
Chronic has to go from the backboard to try and give them tiny bit of space to breathe, but Reveal says no, and there it is. Those 2-man offensive plays from the Snowmen are so consistent right now. They know it is a great play to get past GenG, and I think GenG's doing their best to try and anticipate it a little bit more. Get, like you said, Chrome probably had a small game plan in the few moments that they had in between matches off this one, but First Killer, that's the player, the pop-off player that you know if he gets space and he can solo, this can completely turn the series on its head for GenG.
Maybe a little bit of panic there on the defensive end from Snowman, and it could be costly. Reveal with the save.
Good
With
save,
no in the tank.
Reveal.
Frosty grabs the full boost from midfield. Got the demo, but it's Chronic who does just get a piece of that ball on the way through, and apparently Jack has his shot blocked way back deep into GenG territory. Watch out for Reveal. Another demo on Jack. As Frosty tries to win that one forward, it doesn't work out, and First Killer gets GenG out of the zone. I don't know, I see Snowmen kind of being a little jumpy on the defensive end. You wonder if GenG can take advantage of that, but so far no score through 90 seconds. And First Killer might have something to say about it against Scribbles. Second to Snow, and Frosty clears.
Jeez.
Great anticipation there from Frosty too, and I love how quickly he's able to transition off of it, double from the corner. This one doesn't quite find.
How'd he get that touch?
And GenG go right back into attack mode. This one up in
Jesus.
the demo stops GenG for their efforts for time being.
Yeah, I knew the pros said that this was gonna be like the next generation, like they're gonna be better and whatever in NA, but if this is a good look as to what is to come, you're gonna beat your hearts out. Because these guys are pretty decent. You might be seeing these three at the major, genuinely, if this is how they're gonna keep playing. If this is like a one tourney fluke kind of thing, then it's just a good look as to what's to come. If not, and they actually keep it up, NA might have a chance of taking back the #1 spot. Not taking back, taking the #1 spot. You can, I mean, they can't. It is taking it back, but it's been so long. May as well just say. Frost, flip preset, aerial.
Just didn't think Frosty had another touch or had his. My gosh! He just kept them all almost in a trance. And then the dodge at the last minute
Nice shot.
completely threw them for a loop.
That
And Frosty
was very confusing. Why did no one challenge?
Now Scribbles trying to keep this
I wasn't able to see the boost of GenG, but they just look like they should have challenged. It's a good shot though.
At least got the touch on the ball before getting bumped away. First Killer to set up Chronic. It's still netward. First Killer no. Jack rebound stuffed by Frosty.
And it's super low.
Oh my god, if that was pinched off and in.
Again, quick transitions. That's the name of the game for Snowmen right now. Great challenge off there for Frosty, trying to just keep pressure going from reveal. And Scribbles up next.
See, but this is NA Orgs' problem. With NRG, they had their chance to have Frosty, and they did it. They had him, and then they dropped him just before the season started. Sure, it would have been rough for the first split, but they had it rough in the first split regardless, and now they're just even more rough in the second split. Well, he's doing pretty good. I mean, they might not have done as well with that roster compared to the Snowmen roster, but the point is that they don't take chances. They're too scared to, and then they just have flop teams all the time. Besides literally the top 2, but even then, it's more the top 1, because right now at least, as much as it could change easily, the second best team in North America so far this year is losing to a group of rookies who barely qualified last split.
Will it be 2 goals? No. Reveal stopped by apparently Jack, and then he'll lob one forward for Frosty to deal with.
And Frosty's got to anticipate First Killer coming at him on this one too. Scribbles back pass over to Frosty.
Either GenG are having another bad day, or Snowmen are literally just that good.
And that's a mighty touch to keep this one.
Hard to tell because Snowmen are just so dominant.
On their defensive end right now. Snowmen got to play these next 6 seconds
Well, it's a 1-0. It's a 1-0 game, but they haven't really given GenG much of a chance, have they? That was close. Jesus Christ. But they could be. Yeah, yes. They could be.
Maybe not. Snowmen making a huge statement. Going into game 3 now. Coming out of the timeout from GenG. So they've got to solve it now or maybe never. First Killer. His first effort denied by Scribbles, and we are off to the races.
I remember the first time I heard about Scribbles and Frosty. I remember seeing them and being like, these guys are okay, but how could they be the future of NA Rocket League? Now I see it. Now I see it. I mean, I saw Scribbles and he was pretty decent like a year ago, so I knew he would get a lot better. But Frosty, I only saw him in the last few months, and he looked not like scribbles. So the fact they've gotten that much better in such a small amount of time, at least for Frosty, just shows that their limits are through the roof. I can only imagine how far they're going to be able to go, but I don't know. The Carmines, your Vitalities, they might be in a bit of trouble if these guys start doing well consistently. Maybe. And I am a proper fan of any region. I just want to watch some good Rocket League. So I ain't got no bias for NA. In fact, before I started YouTube and streaming, if anything, I was more biased to Europe, because they were by far the better region. As much as it's kind of evened out more recently, it's still in EU's favour, but with a team like Snowmen, there's a chance. There is a chance.
GenG's first goal since tying
It's
the game.
only a matter of time before it does happen, where NA takes over, even if it is for a small amount of time. That's a good team play, but how did Frosty beat First Killer? I don't know, I think that was a bit of an overcommit from First Killer. He did have to kind of jump to force him, but he was also lost back, so he should have probably, maybe, I don't know, faked it and gone for like a shadow. That's just my opinion, but wow, okay. Okay, my bad, First Killer. I didn't know your game, man. What the hell? My bad, my bad.
GenG's Superman strikes again. Just under 20 goals for the weekend. Just a matter of when, not if, he'll get there. 19 so far. Frosty now. Blocked by Chronic. Reveal got a piece of that as well. That disrupts the defensive effort. And now First Killer will just casually take this from the back line. GenG back in front. As Reveal got to that ball with Frosty there as well. And Frosty.
Okay, well, it's a better look from GenG. It is definitely a lot better. But it's not like a crazy. It's not a crazy comeback, if that makes sense. Like, Snowmen are still in the running to win this game. Just a matter of whiffs. Oh my god. Don't get me wrong, I am biased towards Snowmen. I want Snowmen to win. I want them to make it all the way to the finals at the very least, but you know, gotta give credit where credit's due. GenG end up winning, then fair play. Yeah. This game, it might be over. It's not over, but it might be. It's more the momentum. Unless Snowmen can bring it back, yeah, I'm not sure.
Only 7 shots a game of the first couple of games where they came in averaging almost 12.
I mean, they definitely don't look like. Oh! Let's say they don't look like they're in, you know, the momentum's in GenG's favor, because they're just still going for it. Snowmen just full power. They don't care. No respect. But that's not very good from them. Okay. Either they're getting a bit too overconfident, or they're getting a bit nervy now that they are properly losing. But yeah, that was a bit of a triple commit that almost cost them a goal, but it's put them on defense regardless. Yeah, it's not good for them. Yep, this game's definitely over. They're just panicking too much.
And apparently Jack cannot get through Frosty. Loose ball down by the back line, but Reveal takes out Jack.
They can at least try and get one more back. 2 more if they could, but I doubt that.
Frosty keeping it alive. Reveal thought about it, but he burned so much boost coming up. Frosty with the steal. He calls everybody off. So he'll take it himself, and first killer just
First killer's just there for it, man.
Honestly, I feel like this is where experience is starting to come into play.
It was a good
in terms
attempt.
of nerves, you can feel, like you said, that Snowmen are
Okay.
panicking despite
I mean,
being
they're not gonna
unbeaten,
score.
uncontested.
It's
This is the
pretty
most
much over.
of a challenge they've had
But
pretty much throughout this
the
entire
fact they can
series,
still
they
do
seem
some very
so
decent
in control
offense
in those
is a
first
good
two games,
sign
and now they've lost
for
it,
'em.
and they're struggling so hard to get it back. This
Oh,
one-
reveal, push up too far, and then third man, Scribbles just... Ah, it wasn't all in play. No, timely. Okay.
Finally respond in the series of their confident moment was, you know, GenG coming in so almost hyper aggressive at times, and that was again one of the first moments where we saw Snowmen not in control.
Europe's started off. I've just seen 2 notifications on Liquipedia for Carmine Corp's matches.
The pace of play that they were going with, we saw them still going for the 2-man plays. The difference, GenG intercepted so many of those this time that it made it way harder for Snowmen to recreate what they did in games 1 and 2.
Well, Scribbles demolished behind the play. Everybody jumping around as Frosty was chased into the net. Kind of a break for Snowmen that GenG weren't able to finish off that play. Frosty bringing this down to ground. He saw Chronic coming on. Jack taken out. Reveal has to go for the midfield boost as he had the ball knocked away from him. Chronic with nothing in the tank, still going after Frosty. And Reveal kind of took charge. Frosty calls him off. And Snowmen right now is still in a bit of disarray, but they will clear the zone, at least for the moment. But it's coming right back in, courtesy of Chronic and First Killer. Chronic shot is high on an open net,
Ooh.
and he can't get the follow.
That's in.
Was with him.
Ooh.
There's First Killer with his 4th of the series.
Oh my
Yikes.
God. You talk about, you know, Snowmen looking slightly discombobulated. This is pure panic. You are in zero communication with each other at that point. They look like they're playing their own game. And because of that, rotation doesn't even exist in the moment, and these are becoming free shots for GenG, and same cannot be said for Snowmen. Nothing you get from here out will be free. It has to be earned, especially with Chronic coming out with saves like this.
If
not
only
once,
someone was
but twice.
ready for something like that.
Well, Reveal couldn't quite tell if Frosty was going to get that demo. If he had the read, he'd have had an open net as Chronic makes the easy save, and the outlet out to apparently Jack. And GenG have found their groove. Quickly out of the zone in transition, but that's a good catch by Frosty on the backboard. And he is stopped by Jack. That sets up First
This
Killer.
momentum
Reveal was up
swing
there
is
for
a
him,
bit
though.
much for
And
them.
Scribbles clears away. They caught
To
Chronic
Frosty.
out.
Frosty doubled.
Oh, he hit the goal line.
What?
Cleared away.
No.
Oh, that is so
Oh,
unfortunate.
what a
That is such
painful
massive
miss.
opportunity missed. That was the best
Oh.
moment we've seen from Snowmen in this game and last game's past. And then
Oh
here
my
comes GenG
God.
with a quick transition back to counter
Ugh.
every effort that Snowmen have tried to put in. This shot just wide. First Killer's not going to let the pressure in there. Not 1 but 2 touches. Leaves this one for Jack. An attempt to throw themselves at this ball and get out of their half is Snowmen, but they keep getting boxed in.
First Killer's got to be shaking his head going, is this happening again? This happened to his phase team time and again where they'd missed some open nets. Their accuracy betrayed them. First Killer, though, his accuracy not on point this time as that's dropped down in front. No follow.
That could have been a nice shot from
Trying to keep
FK.
it alive. And he does dump that back into the corner, so that'll slow down Snowmen and force them to make some decisions on the defensive end. Scribbles with Reveal in support. Reveal might take over. No, Scribbles trying to play table center. Maybe 1 touch too many. That kicks back out to the center and is cleared downfield. Net so Frosty has to contain it at the back wall.
You saw Chronic already lurking, ready to go. Same can be said for First Killer. This is a massive clear here from Scribbles. That one registers as a shot. Here's another opportunity, but this one down and out from apparently Jack there. Again, this is probably the most lurking opportunity. That Snowmen
Oh my God, I didn't read it.
This one,
No
talk about
way.
lurking. It was just a
Good shot,
slow
Reveal, and
flow
I guess good pass from
waiting
Scribbles.
with Reveal from the Scribbles shot there
Ooh.
right down.
I mean, that was definitely a tough one for apparently Jack because no one else was there.
That's a great
Chronic had already
read.
jumped and missed.
He jumped
First
on
killer
the
wasn't back in time.
is gonna try to control that,
But I
and
feel
hit the
like
perfect read.
he just
And
didn't.
GenG
He could have
not
taken
able
his
to
time a
recover.
little bit there.
Excellently done. Snowmen
I don't know.
back into this game now, all
That's
tied
just my
up.
opinion,
Now
though.
with a minute and a half remaining. Chronic all day to play this ball. As Scribbles running around, he got apparently Jack at the back line.
That's a good
Chronic
50.
still moving forward. You can stop one player, but you eventually have to get to the ball.
Okay.
They do. And Frosty now.
That could have been bad.
Apparently Jack, first killer, he can stay onto this ball. He does. And Reveal can just pop it away again. So no sustained attack that time for GenG. Chronic a little more careful this time with the ball. Kept it close to the vest. But now Scribbles the intercept. Everybody's scrambling back for GenG, and they do get back in time to defend in the final minute.
And there's first killer defending off the shot from Scribbles, but doesn't want to stop it there. He's going to transition all the way back into the Snowman half. Appjack there to help him too. An attempt to center just a bit high and over. Scribbles gets bumped off for his efforts to try and make a save.
This has been a good game. This has been a pretty good game.
There to help him through, and you're counting down to the
Are we
last
gonna get
30
the first and
seconds. Still, it's a
hopefully
tied game for
not
now.
last
If
OT
somebody wants to take it away at the
of
end,
the match?
I can't even imagine the pressure that Snowmen start to feel knowing you have the opportunity to take GenG to match point.
Yeah.
They score here, and they do.
Yeah, I saw the play coming and I immediately knew they wouldn't be in a good spot for it. Scribbles just didn't have the boost. He probably wouldn't get it if he had the boost, but
Unexpected aggression surprised Snowman.
oh well.
The two-man play between Jack and
It's a good
MJ
look anyway.
works perfectly. GenG
I mean, they're probably gonna use it to, you know, but because of how close it was, they don't really have to. I mean, they probably will.
Softly, first killer's got all the control, all the time, but Reveal kept it alive. Jack to the ground, and GenG have tied the series.
Not bad. Not bad.
GenG, nothing.
Each other. They were neck and neck the whole way. Snowmen just happened to win Game 5. Now, Game 5 with the series tied 2-2. Does it seem familiar? It's best of 7 this time, but we're underway at the Aquadome.
Ooh, there was a huge attempt in an early stage passing play here from GenG. Jack up in the sky on this one. Reveal's gonna intercept, take him to the corner. Frosty wants to break away. This is massive though. He's going up for the challenge on Chronic, but Chronic enough boost in the tank to carry this one in the air over Scribbles, maybe even over Reveal on this one, but first killer's gonna bail him out, take a shot off that one, and Frosty's got to save.
Well, Scribbles will bring it to the wing. Here we go. Scribbles from the sky. Easy stop by Chronic. He certainly made it look easy. Then hard out of the corner goes Frosty. Not quite the touch he was looking for there. He was
It's a good
a
demo.
little bit off as that came out a little hotter than expected. Reveal is there. He doesn't have much in the tank. That corner boost spawned for him though. Now Chronic outlet to first killer right down the middle. That's intercepted. But apparently Jack might find a teammate down in the corner. Instead he finds Scribbles with Chronic waiting for him to make a mistake. Did not do so though. And that might have worked out well for GenG there. Went off of Frosty unexpectedly, but they do recover. So
Good bump again.
for the young
Their bump game is very
only
good.
unassigned team.
It is making it a lot more difficult for him.
As Reveal
GenG
walks
cannot
away, and
keep
Frosty
these,
will
you know,
continue their
cannot
defensive
keep
effort.
up with
Right
the
now they're
bumps.
hemmed in their zone and just looking for some
It's a lot
kind
of why,
escape,
even though they had the
and they're not finding
timeout
much.
before, it kept them in the game.
Pass. Jack over to Chronic, and they just made him look silly.
That was huge, and you could see it that they saw.
That
the
is a very
amount
good
of
play.
space they
It
could
is a
find
very
between
good
each other
play.
If they just pinballed this back and forth around what is a questionable rotation off the Snowmen in those last moments there. Great play from GenG. They get their lead off this one. Now the answer is how quickly can the Snowmen respond? Because before it was
Instantly, they can respond instantly with Frosty!
more reminiscent of
Hello.
the 2. They respond
Good
literally
day.
seconds later.
Oh,
This happened a few times in
Chronic.
this series, one way or the
didn't
other.
even stand a chance in that play. Holy
And
crap.
that's gotta hurt for GenG. I mean, a pretty passing play where it feels like, all right, now you've kind of asserted dominance.
What a save!
The save coming back off
Oh my
the post.
god.
Narrowly avoided giving a kickoff goal.
Oh my
back
god,
to
what a
GenG.
save.
And now apparently Jack up first for this. Great pass down to Chronic. Surely they score
Oh,
again. They do.
Damn. That was a good flick. Oh, that's painful though. 0 boost. Damn. Oh, it almost bounced out as well. God damn. Oh well.
The response comes back from GenG. Another
Regain.
lead for them.
Simple as that.
This one feels like it might be a little bit more of a shootout. Frosty.
Scribbles! Good pass! Good pass from Frosty.
Y'all calm down, would you?
Even though Reveal is overall playing better, Frosty is my MVP. Holy crap. The amount of offense he's done is incredible. I'm not 100% sure about defense, but I know his offense has been crazy good.
Chronic got a piece of this. Reveal and Scribbles are all there. Then Frosty joins the fray. That's the decision making that you see out of Snowman. You kind of go,
How the hell did he stay there with it? It's so much power on that flip.
Three's a crowd, man. Reveal trying to keep this alive in the corner, and first killer comes out of that with the ball. And somebody's got to get a hand up in a very late challenge. This drops back for
God damn.
He'll just play the possession game, waiting for a better opportunity. Now it's presented itself, trying to get around Reveal. Good luck.
That was scary.
Again, GenG.
What was that, 50? Oh my god. The fact that he's confident enough to go for something like that, that just shows that, that just shows how much they believe in themselves. That's what you need if you're gonna win against a team like GenG.
A little bit, but it feels like it might be speeding up in the minds of Snowmen because they're getting a little jumpy again.
No.
Without much boost in the tank collectively. First killer trying to pick him apart. Reveals got all the boost. Now Scribbles gets some, and he's going to need to jump in the way. And that's a clever ball dumped off to the corner, but Jack kept going out to midfield, so he couldn't turn.
Okay, that's a good clear. Gives them some time.
All the way back, but he gave it away to Reveal.
Oh.
Almost punished GenG.
Massive. You got 90 seconds
Oh
left.
man,
From Chronic. It's
this is getting intense. I feel like I'm playing right now. I'm getting sweaty hands. Oh my god.
Chronic's there to try and follow. And GenG, most you can do is just keep the pressure going, taking turns one after the other.
That was close to just going right past him.
Doing a great job of fending off every effort and every shot that GenG have put on target.
Oh, that ball drops down.
Oh,
Jack attack is alive and
they
well.
just overcommitted a bit too much. Reveal last back, decided to push up. No, that wasn't it. It's okay, there's still a minute. Still a minute to score at least one.
If you're not on the field, you can't do that anymore. And that's exactly what happens. GenG up by 1 with less than a minute to go in Game 5.
How are Snowmen going to answer this one? I mean, this looks very similar to Game 1, but this shot just wide, and Chronic will follow up, and it really is similar to Game 1.
Damn.
GenG would go in front, Snowmen would answer back, then Snowmen would answer again, then GenG answered. It's just the other way around now, and the same score line from Game 1. GenG up by 2.
Damn, okay.
It's really going to force Snowmen to throw caution.
It's still looking good, that's the problem.
It's
just a I don't know. I think it's just GenG started heating up a bit. They're a bit into the game now. Their passing plays definitely come back in. But yeah, I don't know. So I think it was less about Snowmen just looking incredibly good, even though they were looking very good, and they still do. But it was more GenG wasn't playing to their standard.
But they're trying to go back for it. Frosty trying to open up a field there, taking Jack off the field, leaving some room there for Reveal.
Scribbles with the perfect bumps, man. 2 very good bumps. Yeah, I mean, it's not over. It's definitely not over. I can take it to Game 7 and win. That is just beautiful for them.
And you make that big clear and you start the passing plays.
If I'm being honest, if they can't play consistent enough, they kind of need to make it to at least the finals this time around. Otherwise, there is a good chance they're not even going to qual for the major. And I want to see them at the major.
sends it off. In first 15 seconds, it's GenG pressure.
I don't know. I could be wrong.
First killer to bring it
I hope I'm
around.
wrong, and I hope they
Reveal.
can be very
Straight
consistent.
back out to first killer. Serves it up and Reveal had it read all the way.
But you know, if they don't qualify, then I guess they don't deserve to be there just yet.
First killer. All the
These
time
are like
in the world.
14-year-old players anyway. Going off the old rules, these guys aren't even,
But the Snowmen,
you know,
wise to
they're not
the
even the
tactics.
right age to
They
be
don't
able
get
to
created
qualify
by it this time.
to join.
First killer will bring it to the back wall here at Neo Tokyo. Dangerous spot for him, but he handles it this time. And can he get this ball down in front, or is he just going to take a shot? Why not? Apparently Jack on the weak side, cleared out by Scribbles.
And this isn't going to stop the play here. Snowmen trying to make some sort of a play, formulate for themselves, but GenG stop it in its tracks and head over to the other side of the field. Huge 50 there from Chronic, but Scribble's still able to get that save. First killer's up next. 2 touches, goes all the way across the backboard, one end to the other. Bumps coming onto Jack. It's Snowmen saying, get out of our half or we'll force you out. And GenG, they're not afraid. They're still going. First killer off the backboard.
Oh my god.
Slow floater towards that
Oh
net,
my
and
god.
still Snowmen walk away
That
with the
was,
saves.
yeah, if that had any
Oh, this one just barely snakes through. Chronic,
What happened?
listen,
How did he?
sometimes it's better to be lucky than good. As that one gets through Scribbles, a little awkward there, couldn't get to it. Chronic
Damn.
adds another to his tally, his 5th goal of this series. Just about all of them have been high impact as well. I think they kind of forgot somebody when we were talking about MVPs earlier. Chronic has been amazing.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I feel like Chronic is one of those players that kind of gets respectfully slept on a little bit, especially when you have players like First Killer and apparently Jack on your team. These are 2 huge names. Abstract defensively is a masterclass, and then same can be said for First Killer on the offensive end. And Chronic is just that perfect balance in between that can do either when needed. And that's what we've been seeing throughout the series. And this one is all the way back. Chronic pops this one up for First Killer all the way around the corner. Frosty's trying to anticipate, and he pinches it down on the ground to try and go through, but Jack sends it back.
Well, look, all I can say is that this game, regardless if GenG win here or not, is already better than about at least 3 out of the 4 games that happened yesterday. Like, it doesn't take much to be a better series than all of what happened yesterday. And funnily enough, the only series I say that wasn't as good was the one with Snowmen. Even though the series wasn't as long, the defense from both teams was incredible.
But they are kind of baiting in Snowmen and just playing right over the top of them. They almost got punished for it though, as Snowmen have something going on the attack. It's Reveal, relatively quiet since his hat trick in game 1. And that one cleared away by First Killer, only as far as Frosty. Some life here for the upstart squad, but they find themselves trailing in the series and trailing in this game, needing a goal to at least get to overtime, needing 2 to force a trip to Champions Field. Scribbles, infield pass, nobody there for it, and GenG continue to apply the pressure.
If anyone's scoring, it's gonna be Frosty, man.
Again, Snowmen, they get to the midfield, and as soon as they inch past it, they immediately get sent back into their half. This is just one of the rarer clears that we've seen. It's Reveal off the back. Frosty just too awkward. It's a free shot for apparently Jack to catch them off guard. And again, I've said this
Why
time
was he
and time
there,
again,
though?
the moment Snowmen cheat up,
Did he go get boost from their corner or something?
GenG see it
That what just happened?
a mile away and take full-fledged advantage.
GenG, a minute 27 away from dispatching 2 former NRG players in 24 hours. Snowmen trying to get back to work here. Reveal up to the heavens, doesn't have much to work with. And Scribbles and Frosty both come up. It's Frosty that takes over, and Jack not fooled one bit. Chronic up in the air, beats Reveal. Trying to disrupt Frosty as well as that goes back to First Killer. GenG have all the confidence in the world, all the comfort, and all the time to play with this ball. It's Chronic with apparently Jack running forward. Only First Killer at the back now. And maybe a chance for Snowmen, but instead, that demo by Chronic just takes more time off the clock. Tick, tick. And the bomb's about to explode here in Snowmen's face.
They did good. They did very good. They did do very good. Can't say they didn't.
series here, and you got 28 seconds to find 2 goals, and you're boxed into your own
Honestly,
half. It's
though,
going to
I
be
do feel
probably
like
more
that
difficult than you could have imagined to try and catch up at this point. Chronic,
Game 4 they
massive
should have
50,
probably
waste
won.
precious seconds.
If they won that
the
game,
Snowmen
that might have
needed to continue their
not
journey
secured
on
it, but put them in a
Championship
very good
Sunday.
spot.
But I think it's safe to say with 5 seconds left and a 2-goal lead, GenG
Damn.
are headed to their 3rd grand final.
Grass is green, water is wet, and we're on pace perhaps for another GenG G2 final.
Ow.
GenG have held up their end of the bargain. Some relief on the faces of all the members of GenG. And of course, Chrome just in there like,